Welcome back to the University of Winnipeg Duckworth Center for BPW 11 Sports live coverage of GPAC basketball. The second half of the doubleheader will feature the men. This time, the visiting University of Manitoba. Welcome back to the University of Winnipeg Duckworth Center for BPW 11 Sports live coverage of GPAC basketball. The second half of the doubleheader will feature the men. This time, the visiting University of Manitoba Bisons versus the home and #1 ranked University of Winnipeg Westman. Welcome back. I'm Sean Coates. With me, as always, is Will Parker. We've got a great crowd here tonight. Both sides of the stadium are filled. We've got people returning to their seats in just a moment. Before we get into this exciting game, Will, maybe tell us a little bit about what we can expect from some of the players here this evening.
Well, Manitoba features a young freshman, 6'7", Elliot Unger. Very exciting, just came out of high school. Freshmen or rookies, they don't have any pressure on him, so whatever they do is a big bonus. He's their leading rebounder right now. He's very exciting. He's aggressive on the ball, and he's really turned out to be a bright and shining star for the Bisons this year.
So you see him wiping his face with a towel there right before the starting introductions. And on the Winnipeg side, we're going to look at a key player, and that, of course, is the big man, the 7-footer, Norm Fromell.
What impresses me about Norm is that his fundamentals are so sound. Even though he's a 7-footer, he uses it to his best of his ability. He gets the ball when he's rebounding, keeps it above his head, and he's very fundamentally sound. You won't see Norm make too many mistakes out there.
And there we see Norm with the new haircut, the streamlined look for the game tonight. This is the 4th game in the Duckworth Challenge Series. Winnipeg Westmen have won the first 3, the 2 volleyball matches, men's and women's, as well as the first part of our doubleheader, which we just saw, the women taking the game 87-61. We're going to go down for the opening introductions by the PA announcer.
And now here are tonight's lineups. First for the non-starters for the visiting University of Manitoba Bisons. Number 11, Zach Hirschman. Number 12, Mark Virgo. Number 20, Peter Young. Number 32, Yorick Park. Number 30, John Hannock. And number 55, Warren Nightingale. And now the starting lineups for the visiting University of Manitoba Bisons. At guard, 6'3", number 4, Eric Bridgeland. At forward, 6'2", number 10, Alex Igajani. At forward, 6'5", number 21, Kevin Cleland. At forward, 6'7", number 33, Elliot Unger. And at post, 6'6", number 44, Keon Filowich. The head coach of the University of Manitoba Bisons, Rick Suffield. And now the non-starters for your University of Winnipeg Westmen. Number 11, Thor Olsen. Number 13, Matt Hanna. Number 14, David Zagordo. Number 15, Prentice Lenz. Number 20, Jeremy Ratai. Number 23, Richard Hunt. And number 24, Chris Chartier. And now here's the starting lineup for your number 1 ranked University of Winnipeg Westmen. At guard, a 5th-year player from Wauwatosa, Wisconsin, 6'0", number 4, David Corpella. At guard, a 4th-year player from Brandon Vincent Massey, 6'1", number 10, Rob Dirksen. At guard, a 4th-year player from Oak Park, 6'0", number 12, Rhett Turner. At forward, a 4th-year player from Windsor Park, 6'8", number 21, Jeff Foreman. And at forward, a 3rd-year player from J.H. Bruns, 7'0", number 25, Big Norm Fromell. The head coach of the University of Winnipeg Western, now in his 8th season, is Bill Whitlake. The assistant coaches Grant Richter and Adam Whitlake. Officials for tonight's game, Dave Morphy, Wes Trimble, and Larry Hayes.
There you have it, the introductions of the starting lineups, as well as the referees and non-starters for tonight's game. Manitoba versus Winnipeg. Manitoba not ranked, but second in the conference. Winnipeg #1 in the country. Manitoba wants to establish themselves in league, hopefully get a shot at first place here, as well as try and get into the top 10. Hopefully fight for a wild card if they don't win GPAC. Winnipeg wants to keep rolling, #1 in the country. They want to keep going on. Here we have Norm Fromell going against Keon Filowich to start the game. Larry Hayes to throw up the ball. Filowich wins it, and it goes over to Bridgeland. Bridgeland, the smooth bison guard, coming up the court for Manitoba. It's a ball to Filowich on the wing. Guarded by Fromell. Filowich drives, baseline off the window and good. 2-0 Manitoba.
Manitoba would love to see that all day. Get Norm away from the basket. Doesn't have the lateral mobility as Filowich, and Filowich can take him off the dribble.
Brett Turner over to Rob Dirksen. Dirksen back to Turner, wide open, three-point attempt. It's good. Nothing but net for Red.
Big hoop at the beginning of the game. Manitoba's going to collapse, and they're going to try and take away Winnipeg's big game. That opens up the outside game for the outside shooters, and they got to be able to put those points away early.
Bridgeland over to Cleland. Kevin Cleland with the ball over to Keon Filowich in the corner to Alexi Kajiani. Cleland looking for Unger down low. We featured him earlier on. There's Elliot Unger, the rookie. He hits it. Nice move by Elliot.
Oh, excellent fundamentals. Got the ball, faced the hoop, was able to play from there, take the shot, 2 points.
David Corpella with the ball for the Westmen over to Dirksen. To Turner, double teamed. Goes cross court to Corpella. He drives back to Turner, 3-point. Fakes it, drives on Cleland, goes up at the free throw line, and it's good. Right, Turner with all 5 points for Winnipeg.
Super ball movement by Westman also. Corpella, not known for an outside shooter, was able to penetrate a bit, pick it out to Rhett for the nice shot.
Filowich on the left-hand side. To Ikagiani. Alex with the ball over to Cleland. In down low to Filowich, back out to Bridgeland. To Filowich, working on Fromell. Has to give it up. Gets it back. Bridgeland with the ball, driving on Turner. We have a foul. Foul's going to be called against Rhett Turner of the Westmen, his first, team foul #1 of the half.
With Winnipeg matching up man-to-man, the key matchup is Dirksen on Cleland. Dirksen giving away a little bit on height and size. The rest of the team match up pretty well with the big guys going inside, and Ikejami and Bridgeland matching up well with the guards. It's at third position where it could make the difference, where it could open up defensively or offensively for either team.
Early on in the game, just 1:43 in, with the Westmen leading 5-4. The Bisons call a timeout. Let's listen in to Bill Wedlake as he talks to his team.
I think there's going to be a problem with that, right? And it looks like they're going to switch back probably to their defense. That was a 1-3-1 you were looking there. We want to box against the 1-3-1. That means you guys got to be more traditional if it's in there and in the block. Anticipate, though, a defensive change now. We'll be back to blue to 41, okay? Anticipate they go back to the same thing. Let's do a better job at this end, though. We're not going to trade hoops with them the whole time. Now, let's go. Come on now, let's go. 3, 2, 1. Go.
Good timeout there by Bill Wedlake.
Well, basically what he says is the Bisons are characteristic. Rick Suffield has an excellent 1-3-1 zone. He's perfected it over the years where Manitoba can get the best out of their people with that zone. And I don't think Bill expected it that early in the game. I thought they might come out with a man-to-man or something like that. He saw it early, used the timeout even though he didn't call it, used the timeout to adjust their offense. And we'll see what Manitoba comes back with right now.
That wasn't an optical illusion you saw there. That was flame. The applause for the juggler, Robin Chestnut, juggling flaming bowling balls there. Just one of the exciting timeout entertainment features they have here at the University of Winnipeg Duckworth Center. Back to live action. Eric Bridgeland drives. There's the shot. It's short. Rebound by Fromell. Over to Corpella. Corpella quickly coming up the court for the Westmen. Driving on Bridgeland. Goes around him. Gives the ball up to Turner. Turner guarded by Ikagiani.
As you can see right now that the Bisons has switched their defense to a 2-3.
Turner drives. No foul called there. Bridgeland picks up the ball. He's coming down the court. Slows up. Guarded closely by Corpella. Goes by him. Dirksen helps out. Cleland from 3. No good. Ball's in and out. Foreman with the rebound. Over to David Corpella. Corpella, the team general, coming up the court. Looking to set up the play here. Goes cross court to Dirksen. Dirksen wide open to the junction. He'll take it. No good. Bridgeland with the ball.
Might have a little bit of nerves. Bridgeland missed an easy one on the offensive zone for the Bisons, and Dirksen had a wide open shot. Just a little bit of nerves acting up right now. They got to loosen up.
Clellan with the ball now for Manitoba over to Gianni. Guarded closely by Turner. He drives on him. Backs out. As you can see, the Bison setting up the offense there. There's Clellan. Gets it across to Gianni. 5 seconds on the shot clock. He's got to go up, and he does. No good. Rebound comes way out, this time to Unger. He'll slow it up. Gets it to Bridgeland. Bridgeland will take it from the 3, and it's good. Eric Bridgeland, one of the top scorers and top players in the country. We see why there.
And he's got a case right now. He's getting bumped by Corpella when he's doing the leap and leaner from the 3-point line, and he's telling the referees that it's affecting his shot, but the referees are letting it go right now.
Turner comes back with a 3-point attempt of his own, and it's good. Rhett Turner with all 8 points for the Westmen here. It's Turner 8, Bison 7 early on.
Very important in the whole outlook of the game that if Rhett can continue making those shots, it's going to eventually open it up, not maybe right now, but for Foreman and for Mel later on.
Unger at the junction. Drives on Foreman. Nice pick set there by Phil, which Unger can't get the shot off, though. There's Clellan working inside. Nice move. Swatted by Norm. Big block. Here comes Corpella back down the court. Gives it up to Foreman. Pulls up. Goes out to Turner. 3-point territory. Doesn't shoot this time. Into Foreman. Foreman scores. 10-7 Western.
Example of it right there where Foreman kicked the ball back out to Rhett. Rhett, they have to play him now. He's got the first 8 points. He had 2 people come on, kicked it back to Foreman. Nice shot from in the paint.
Perfect example of what you were talking about there, Will. As we go back to action here, here's Gianni for the Bisons. Over to Clellan. Clellan to Bridgeland. Driving on Corpella. He goes up. There's a foul called. It'll be on Corpella. That'll be his first team foul number 2 of the half.
You're not going to see a faster first step to the hoop than Eric Bridgeland. He can go left or right. You're going to see it right here. Just you blink,
right there.
You've missed it. And the key thing is he's able to use both pivot feet. He can pivot with his left, pivot with right, so that his first step is going toward the basket, which is very, very important. And if you don't give him a little bit of cushion, David could have a long day with that off the dribble penetration.
Here we have a close-up of the Bison player from the Evergreen, Colorado.
And the other thing to add, I mean, Eric's such a fantastic basketball player. If you stay back on him, he'll just shoot the 3. Shoot it all day. He'd love to do it.
And another part of his game is free throws. He hits 2 for 2 there, making the score Westman 10, Bisons 9. Westman with the lead by 1. Dirksen with the ball on the right-hand side. Turner over to Corpella, down low to Norm. Norm goes up for the jam, loses control, goes up. Foreman with the rebound now. He's fouled, and as you can see Norm there a little upset with himself. He had the clear lane for the jam, and he wanted it big time.
Yeah, and the fundamentals, as I said earlier in the game, he didn't go up with 2 hands. He went up for the 1-hand jam, and you've got to have a big hand to be able to hold the ball with the 1 hand and be comfortable. You got to go up with 2 hands on that. Even though it's not as flashy, you still get the 2 points that way.
Jeff Foreman to shoot 2 from the free throw line. Takes his time and hits the first. 2-point lead for the Westmen, 11-9. Just about 5 minutes into the first half.
Conversely to Bridgeland, Foreman is what you would call a blue-collar basketball player. He loves to muck it up.
And there he hits his second, giving the Westman correction a 3-point lead. Virgo into the game now for Manitoba, gets the ball over to Unger. There's a basket, cutting the lead back to 1.
A smart player like Eric Bridgeland can probably break any press that you throw at him, and if you press him, basically what he's saying is he's going to make you pay.
Alley-oop pass by Corpella there, picked up by Fermel, who puts in the layup off the backboard. 14-11 Westman. 5 minutes and 8 seconds into the second half here. Bridgeland driving, gets it over to Gianni, fakes. He'll dish to Unger. There we see Elliot Unger again, balls up. War on the boards. Fermel comes up with it.
Unger's totally fearless. It could be Foreman, Fermel, or Jabbar. It doesn't matter. He's going to take it up against him.
Nice pass by Corpella on the look away to Foreman, who nails it.
Super hands by Foreman. Pass was down below his waist, able to corral it, get the ball in position. Nice move.
We're seeing a really good matchup here by the 2 number 4s, Bridgeland, Corpella. They got into it a bit last night. There was a bit of a tussle, and Corpella ended up with 4 stitches, so expect them to work as tough again here tonight against each other. Virgo with a 3-pointer. It's good. Bisons trail by 2, 16-14, the Westman lead, as David Corpella comes back. Dirksen now for Winnipeg. Over to Rhett Turner. To Corpella. Down low to Foreman, bounces the ball, he'll take the shot, no good. Out the back, Virgo with the rebound. Over to Eric Bridgeland. Slowly bringing the ball up the court for Manitoba.
What the Westmen want to do with Corpella on Bridgeland is they want Eric to work as hard as he can, bringing the ball up all game, trying to wear him down so that offensively he might not have the legs to shoot that jumper, he might not have the legs to take it in the basket. They want him to use his energy taking the ball up the court and then give it up so that he's not so much an offensive threat.
Foul charge there against David Corpella, his second. He'll come out of the game as David Zagordo comes in, as does Prentice Lenz. Rob Dirksen has a seat. Westman up by 2, 16-14 with 13:38 remaining in the half. Filowich with the ball to Unger. Drives on Foreman. Foreman falls down. No call anywhere. Falls up. Foreman with the Formel correction with the rebound. We have a foul called against Elliot Unger.
That's good though. Unger showing his aggressiveness. Basically, he's saying, yes, you guys are number one in the country, but I'm still going to go at you, and you're going to have to prove to me that you guys are number one.
We saw Foreman on the ground there. This might be a symbol of things to come. These teams are big bangers underneath, and it could be a real war on the boards tonight. Turner fakes the shot, gets it over to Lenz. Out of Sardis, BC, for David Zagordo. Turner down low to Foreman. Cross court to Zagordo. 3, fakes the shot, goes in, drives, takes the 2. No good. There's a rebound attempt. Bridgeland keeps it in bounds. Igagianni with the ball, gets it up court to Virgo. He'll shoot short. Rebound by Unger. He goes up and swatted by Norm again. Second block shot of the night for Norm.
As long as the rookie doesn't mind, I mean, he can block the shot all day, but if you can keep going up against Norm, you might be able to get him in foul trouble.
Pass intercepted there by Filowich. He gives the ball to Bridgeland as the Bisons come back, trailing by 2, still 16-14. Good battle going on here between these two conference rivals. Bridgeland from 3, no good. Rebound by Turner. Westman coming back down the court now. Turner leading the charge. Driving on Virgo. Pulls up, gives it to Zagordo. Zagordo directing traffic. Dribbles ball over the right-hand side near the hash mark. Over to Turner. Turner drives over to Lenz. 11 seconds on the shot clock. There's Turner from 3-point. Yes, he's hit everything tonight. 11 points for Turner.
Fantastic shot. And the big difference is Rhett doesn't have the pressure bringing him the ball. He can always give it off to either Zagordo or Corpella. It doesn't matter. So he can save his energy, play some defense, and be able to take that shot.
Push on the play by Bridgeland. No call. There's the shot from outside three-pointer. No good. Lenz with the rebound. Over to Zagordo. Westman coming up the court. Over to Turner. Looking to shoot. Decides to hold on. Ball to Foreman down low. We have a traveling violation called against Foreman.
Forgot which pivot foot he had. Left or right, didn't matter.
And with that whistle, we have substitutions coming in. John Hannock and Zach Hirschman for Manitoba, and Chris Chartier coming in for Winnipeg. So we saw Bill Wedlake there. Good crowd in behind him. Bridgeland coming back from Manitoba. Gets the ball over to Virgo. Virgo driving on Lenz off the screen. There's Bridgeland from 3. Count it.
And there it is right now. The more Eric can play without the ball, he's just an excellent spot-up shooter. If someone can get out there, penetrate, and get him the free shot, he'd love to just be able to spot up and shoot threes all day. And he's not very shy either.
Turner over to Lenz. To Zagordo. Over to Turner. Fakes the shot, drives instead, goes up, dishes out. Lenz from 3-point, moves in. Over to Turner from 3. Count it! 14 of the 22 points the Western has scored tonight have been by that man, Rhett Turner.
Oh, he's on fire, and credit the Westman. Zagordo, he knows that Rhett's the shot. He had 2 opportunities to take the shot, but he passed it up so that they could get the ball to Rhett. Excellent basketball.
Bridgeland missed a shot there. The rebound, the Westman come back. There's Turner, the man of the night so far. Over to Lenz. Lenz down low to Foreman. He's fouled on the play. Zach Hirschman will be charged with the foul, his first.
Well, I'm really impressed with Rhett Turner. He's had opportunity to actually take a few more shots than he has right now. But he's been patient with the ball. He's been able to work the ball so that everyone else on the Westman team are still in the offense. Even though he's making the baskets, everyone on the Westman are touching the ball and still in the play.
David Zagordo with the ball for Winnipeg. Over to Prentice Lenz to Rhett. Turner with 14 already. We're just 10 minutes in here. Westman by 5, 22-17. Zagordo to Lenz. Lenz drives on Bridgeland. Dishes off to Foreman. Ball's on the ground. There it is. It's up and it's in. Foreman fouled on the play. And as you mentioned, there's that blue-collar player right there fighting and scrapping, and he puts up a tough shot and makes it.
I think he shot that with his elbows. I think we might have a replay here. He could have shot this with his elbows. I'm not sure.
Let's see. It goes up and in.
That's the two-hand overhead version of the medicine ball throw.
And we'll see him attempt a free throw here.
Still worth 2 points, though, I hear.
Yep. Foreman taking his time to the line. Misses it. Rebound on the play by Zach Hirschman. Westman by 7, 24-17. Just now 10 minutes into the first half. Bridgeland driving on Zagordo. Looking to dish off. Bounce pass down low to Hirschman. Foul on the play. Basket counts.
What a fantastic play by Eric Bridgeland. Eric knows that he's got to get other players in the Bisons into the game and onto the score sheet, and by doing things like the passing that he just did around the back, fantastic. Get other people on the score sheet, and that's what Manitoba needs. They need a second and a third scorer on the team right now. Eric can't score and keep up to all 5 of the Western right now.
Kevin Cleland returns to the ball game, replacing Keon Filowich. Coming back into the game is also Rob Dirksen. He'll replace Rhett Turner, who will get a much-deserved break there. And as we've said a few times, 14 points for Turner. And Rob Dirksen with a rebound. Norm Fromell also returns to play for the Westmen. Zagordo coming up the court. Ball on the right-hand side, just over the hash mark. Ball over to Dirksen. Dirksen down low to Fromell. Fakes. No call out in the play there. Blocked by Cleland. Here comes Bridgeland.
Norm's taking too much time down low. He's looking for the big jam right now. If he would have just went up and took the 2 points, they'd be going back 2 more points. But he's trying to send a message, and it's hurting him right now.
Virgo driving, baseline shot goes up, no good. Rebound Chartier. He'll take it himself and give it to Zagordo. Zagordo working on Virgo. Goes into traffic, gets it back out to Dirksen. Over to Lenz. Lenz drives on Cleland. Doesn't go up. Good pressure by Kevin Cleland. Fromell can't hang on to it. Here comes Bridgeland from Manitoba. On Zagordo. Blows right by him. Dishes it out to Virgo. 3-point territory. No good. Rebound. Zagordo. Coming back for the Westmen. Into Lenz. Down low to Chartier. Nice move to avoid the hit. Misses the basket, though. You see Chartier.
Just the duck, as it's called.
Chartier looked like he might have got hit in the eye there. So we have a call. Let's look at the replay on that play by Chartier. We'll go to that in just a second here.
You probably do about 1,000 of these in practice throughout the year, and every time in practice you make it every time, but when it comes to a game, just somehow the basket moves or something. I don't know.
There you see Chartier grabbing his eye, and if you look right now over at the bench, he's getting attended to. That's why the referee stopped play. Chartier's going to sit down as Jeff Foreman comes back in. Chartier's going to get looked at here.
An important point to notice, when Manitoba, Eric Bridgeland brings up the ball, he'll bring up the ball. He's like the lone guard. He'll bring up the ball right down the middle of the court. He'll never vary to one side. So that's why he can either go to his left or right very effectively.
And there we see Bridgeland with the ball. Westman up by 5, 24-19. John Hannick with a fake. He drives. We got a blocking foul charge against Rob Dirksen. That'll be Dirksen's first, team foul number 5 of the half. Bill Wedlake looking a little surprised there. Not happy with the call. John Hannick will inbound for Manitoba. To Bridgeland. Bridgeland working on Zagordo. Good D by Zagordo. There's a bump. Bridgeland misses. Virgo with the ball. Driving in. There's the shot. No good. We have another foul called on the play.
Manitoba right now are able to break down the one-on-one. They're able to beat the rest of the one-on-one. And with able to drive by right here, you see him. If he's able to drive by, then other people have got to help. If nobody helps, he has a free shot, or he gets fouled by the guy from behind.
And we see why Bill Woodlake was complaining there. He thought it was a bit of a soft call there by Dave Morphy on Rhett Turner, just touching Virgo from behind. You won't get the call, though, in either case. Virgo will go to the line to shoot two.
Well,
Close up in North.
there you have a little bit of a contrast there, because at the beginning of the game, Bridgeland got touched 2 or 3 times on his lean shots. The refs let it go, sent a message that, you know, you might be able to get away with that. 4 minutes later, you're coming down. Touch fouls are now being called. Got to try and straighten that out.
As Virgo hits the first and the second. Coming in for him, for the Bisons, is number 32, second-year player out of Daniel McIntyre for the Bisons, York Park. Ball goes down low to Fromell. It's on the floor. He comes back up with it. He goes up, finger roll. It's good.
There you go. Rather than going for the jam, he turned. He knew he couldn't take the jam. Just lay it in, take the 2 points, go down, play some defense.
And I think for the Westmen here, it's still a close game. If they want to try to stretch their lead a bit, they got to get Norm into the game a bit more, and he's got to start making those smart shots you're talking about.
Yeah, fundamentally sound basketball.
Hirschman out to Park. York Park with the ball. Driving, there's the shot, and it's good. York Park with his first basket of the evening. David Corpella back in the game for the Westmen. Brings the ball up the court to Dirksen. To Foreman. Out to Corpella in the air. Makes the pass over to Hanna. That's good. Thor Olesen, correction. Olesen with the basket.
Beautiful, beautiful technique. Spot up, facing the hoop. Just stroke the ball right from the hoop. Nice shot.
Bridgeland works around the screen. Gets the ball to Hannick down low. Unger on Foreman. No good. Rebound. Hirschman with the ball. Out to Hannick. Hannick will take the shot. No good himself. Rebound by Foreman. Corpella coming back for the Westmen. Dishes to Olsen. There it is. It's up. Bennett's good. Nice play again by Olsen.
Pace is picking up. The Westmen right now picking up the pace. You can see they're establishing a role right now. They're picking it up on defense and starting to get easy hoops on the offensive zone.
Their biggest lead of the night now. 8 points. 31-23 with 6:40 remaining in the first half. Hannick to Unger. Nice move by Unger to go up. Easy layup. Nice change of pace there by Unger.
It's almost like Foreman was shocked that the guy would just immediately go right to the basket on him, like as if he wasn't there. He's not used to that, and he'll probably have to adjust by that.
And there's some of the banging we've been talking about. Foreman, look at that determinated look on his face. He got knocked on the play by Unger, as you mentioned, not afraid to go up with anyone.
That's probably a reflective of what happened to him at the other end. He doesn't like getting beaten like that.
31-25, the Westmen lead as we see the replay there. Foreman knocked to the ground. He'll shoot two. Foreman good from all his free throws tonight from the line. A very good free throw shooter. See if he can make the second one here.
What's important is he does the same routine each time. He uses his legs, makes use of his legs, and is able to slow himself down, his breathing, and take his time to make himself very successful at shooting free throws.
Gets the shooter's roll there, going 2 for 2. The Westmen up by 8 again, 33-25, 6:19 remaining. York Park with the ball, works off the screen. Gets it to Gianni. Down low to Bridgeland. He goes up quickly on Corpella and nails it. There's that quick release you were talking about earlier.
Oh, exceptionally quick. Give him, all he has to do is he has to just have a breath of being open, and the shot can be released in time.
Like right there, the long distance three for Bridgeland. That cuts the lead to 3, 33-30, the Westmen lead. Corpella coming back, slowing it down for the Westmen. Gets it to Dirksen. Over to Olesen. Down low to Fromell. Traveling violation called against Fromell. Turnover to the Bisons.
A good thing to note there is that if you're going to give the ball to the big guys in Norm or Foreman, don't give him the ball below the box. Norman's got the ball behind the basket. There's nothing he can do with the ball if he's behind the basket.
Gianni over to Park. He wants to shoot it. There's the 3. No good. Ball comes out to Dirksen. Over to Corpella. Coming back up the court to Olesen in the corner. Over to Dirksen. 3-pointer. No good. Rebound by Foreman. Gets it back out to Olesen. One more time to Dirksen. Into Foreman. Dumps it down low to Fromell. He gets the ball back, Foreman. We've got a push called underneath. And once again, it looks like Foreman's going to go to the line.
what Foreman is known for is that when he gets the ball, he doesn't stay stationary. Watch him see when he gets the ball here, he's going to create contact. That's what he wants to do best. He wants to be able to bump bodies. And what happens is basketball being a quote-unquote non-contact game, he's going to initiate the contact. The refs are in a position where they're going to have to, they have to call it, where people are moving, bodies are being bumped, it's affecting a shot, and he, by the end result, he shoots a lot of free throws.
That Bison foul charge against number 44, Keon Filowich. That's his third. With 5:07 remaining in the first half, which has still remaining in the game.
Now the other side of that is he is initiating contact, and Coach Suffield was letting the refs know that, hey, he's also initiating contact. You got to try and call it both ways.
Once again, Foreman hits both. It's 100% from the free throw line tonight. Reestablishing a 5-point lead for the Westmen, 35-30. York Park with the ball over to Eric Bridgeland, working on Corpella.
David's out there right now. All he wants to do is make sure Bridgeland doesn't get the ball. He is facing him the whole time, making sure he doesn't get the ball.
Nice board by Corpella there. Good vertical. As he rushes back down the court for the Westmen, leading the fast break. There's Olsen in the corner. Fakes, drives, gets it over to Dirksen. Dirksen will go up with the pump, and he makes it. Nice play by Dirksen.
Soft touch, going full hard to the basket, was able to take enough off the ball to make it go into the hoop.
The University of Winnipeg Westmen lead 37-30. On the basis of that 7-point lead, the Bison's called timeout.
Tonight's winning number in the Western Booster Club pom-pom draw. The second
Unger makes that cut into there. That's yours. All right, don't play this guy. If Robert is out on the ball there on C2, you're right in here.
I was high post, so I go even lower?
Even lower. Take away the percentage shot. Make them throw the ball in front of you. Now you got to take away where the spot is. No inside here. That's a much better percentage than that one. All right, so pack it in. If they kick it back here, just close, and you guys can keep switching sides. He's going underneath. All right, no problem. You got to work hard at the top. That's the key there. But here now, we got to make one work. We got to go back 141 now, right? We got to make it work now. Let's hustle our butt out. All right, let's go. 3-2-1.
Winnipeg, because they have such big men, what they try and do, their whole defensive philosophy is clog up the middle, and force everything to the outside. And what Coach Wedlake was saying there is, let's take away the high percentage shot on inside of the key and force them to the outside. They got two variables there. Let's take the one close to the hoop and give them the one farther away from the basket. Because he also knows that if Manitoba takes a shot, or any team takes a shot, and they're able to miss the first one, he knows that there's about an 80% chance that they're going to get the rebound.
Bison's to inbound the ball. Park gets it to Bridgeland. Goes to Gianni. Bridgeland with the ball. There's Corpella with that determined defense. Bridgeland goes by him, though. No good. Fromell with a rebound to Corpella. Coming back, fast pass down the court to Olesen. Three-pointer. Yes, it's good. 10-point lead by the Westmen, their biggest of the night, 40-30 with 4 minutes remaining in the first half. Bridgeland drives with a push off of Corpella. Ball goes up. Hirschman with the basket and the foul.
Fantastic answer by Manitoba. Bridgeland, with a player with his ability, if you get really close to him, he's able to beat you off the dribble, and if he's able to beat you off the dribble, he's penetrating into the key. Others have to come to help out because Eric can score from anywhere. And what you'll see is right here, he dishes it off, turn around, three-point play, and that's what the Bisons need. They need the other people to finish and skip the three-pointer.
Zach Hirschman trying to complete the three-point play. Shot goes up, and it's good. 7-point lead by the Westmen.
Eric has the ability to make everyone else look good, too.
Coming back now for the Westmen. Corpella to Dirksen. Cross court to Olsen. Down low, there's Fromell. There's the layup.
Basically opened up because Thor was able to make those 2 3-pointers. They have to respect him. They have to come out and value his shooting ability. He's able to dump it inside.
There we see Eric Bridgeland working on David Corpella. Unger over to Virgo. Virgo goes out. Block on the play by Norm. Third block of the evening for him. Dirksen to Corpella as the Westmen come back down the court. Olsen working on Cleland. To Corpella. Over to Dirksen. Dirksen drives. Goes up for the shot. No good. Cleland with a rebound. Bridgeland coming back for the Bisons. As we see here working on Corpella. Goes left on him. Pass. We've got a foul call. and it looks like it's going to be called against David Corpella. That could be his third, and it is. Team foul number 8 of the half.
Eric's taken the task. I mean, he's been befriended with a task where we're going to face you the whole game. We're not going to make you do it. You know, we're going to make you every time you get the ball. You're going to have to work for it. And he says, that's fine. I can go to the left. I can go to the right. I can spot up. He doesn't have any limitations, so it makes him that much harder to defend. It may take 3 Westmen to cover him all game, but Coach Wedlake has the ability where he can use 3 or 4 people to guard Eric.
We see Bridgeland at the line hitting the shot. Bill Wedlake wasn't impressed with that foul call against Corpella. It'll make him sit the rest of the half here with 3 fouls. And as you can see, the crowd's getting on Bridgeland here, even though it doesn't phase him. He hits both.
They can boo all they want.
7-point lead for the Westmen, 42-35. As David Zagordo comes into the game and brings the ball up the court for Winnipeg. Over to Olison in 3-point territory. Gets the ball into Fermel at the junction. Back out to Zagordo from 3. He'll take it. No good. Rebound on the play by Elliot Unger. Over to Eric Bridgeland. Coming up the court.
Do we have the third person covering Eric now?
Yep. Zagordo on Bridgeland. As Cleland has the ball to Bridgeland. Good defense there by Zagordo. Bridgeland holds on. He drives around him. Goes up for the shot. It's short. Foreman throws it off of Unger. McClellan got the ball and missed the easy layup as Fermel comes up with the rebound. Zagordo over to Dirksen. Fakes the pass, holds on to it, gives it to Olison now. Olison driving around, reverses the ball over to Zagordo. Back to Olison, to Dirksen, looking for someone down low. Gets across court to Zagordo, to Olison. Back to Dirksen. Into Fermel. We've got a call. 3-second violation charged against Norm Fermel.
Winnipeg's offense has changed totally with Turner being in foul trouble and Corpella being in foul trouble. The outside shot that Turner was hitting, he's not on the court right now, so that's Manitoba's been able to collapse now, and it's changed the outlook of their offense.
Mark Virgo, the 3-point attempt. No good. Rebound by Fermel. Over to Zagordo. They're coming back. Minute 47 left in the half. Olison from 3, fakes the shot, drives instead, goes up for the layup. Falls down, no foul called there. Coming back is Virgo. To Bridgeland, to Virgo. Gets the ball to Warren Nightingale now into the game for Manitoba. Over to Kevin Cleland. Working against Jeff Foreman. Elliot Unger in the corner, he'll take the jumper. And it's good. The big man with a big shot outside.
Fearless. It's great to see, too. He gets the ball, sets up, and he knows within himself he's able to score, and he'll take that shot every time.
Rob Dirksen with the ball for Winnipeg, down low to Fermel. Norm trying to go up. There's some contact, but they call the travel against Norm. Good defense by Manitoba.
And the other thing, Norm's doing something that's very uncharacteristic of him. Norm usually takes the ball, face the hoop. He doesn't. What he's doing is he's bending down, trying to take an extra step for some reason tonight, and he's turned over the ball 3 times. He's got traveling, and it's not working for him.
Cleland from 3. No good. Rebound by Virgo. Goes up himself. No good again. He gets his own rebound. Shoots this time. No good once more. Falls on the court. There's Bridgeland with the rebound and the 3. Count it for Manitoba.
4 kicks of the cat. Coach Wedlake will not be happy with that. He'll probably look for Foreman or Chartier to get in there to help rebounding with Norm.
Olson from 3-point territory. It's good. Gives the Westmen a 5-point lead, 45-40, with just 30 seconds remaining in the first half.
Big hoop. Big hoop. Winnipeg were struggling offensively, and they needed that to get back their confidence.
Bridgeland gets the ball down low to Nightingale, working on Fermel. Ball's on the ground.
Oh, he's got to be there for 3 at least.
3 seconds, and that's the call right there. Larry Hayes making the good call. With 18 seconds left, the Westmen should have one more opportunity to score. 5-point lead, 45-40 right now as we see Warren Nightingale.
Good position for the Westmen right now. They can go into the locker room with as much as an 8-point lead right now. If they play it smart, Manitoba won't get a shot at their own hoop, at Winnipeg's hoop.
10 seconds left. Ball over to Olson. He'll take the 3 from there. Long distance, no good. Rebound, 3 seconds left. 2, 1. And there's the half. The shot won't count. As we see Eric Bridgeland walking off the court after making that last second attempt. The score at the half, the University of Winnipeg Westmen 45. The University of Manitoba Bisons 40. We'll return to live basketball action on VPW 11 Sports after this break.
In sports, there are no losers. So don't make excuses. You can break down the barriers and set your own limits. So get off the couch and get into sports.
Manitoba Sports Federation. Sports for life.
Welcome back to the University of Winnipeg Duckworth Center. We're getting ready for the second half of action between the University of Manitoba Bisons and the home, #1 ranked University of Winnipeg Westman. Great crowd here tonight as we see some of the fans. There's a young spectator in the crowd there. There's some more there. Fantastic crowd here tonight, Will. We've got people on both sides of the gym.
Work them hard.
And it's packed, and that's just what college basketball is all about.
Well, yeah, it is. And another key aspect is we've got halftime entertainment, we've got jugglers, we've got Wild Wild West doing some dunk exhibitions, and a lot of craziness and a good atmosphere for people to come out and watch some good basketball.
There we see some more of the fans and some of the banners and that. We've got people with pom-poms and signs. We've got the Westman parents out with their shirts and everything. It's a wild, crazy atmosphere here, almost a carnival-like atmosphere as we get ready for the second half of play. The Westman lead right now, 45-40 at the half. As we see some of the Westman mums over there with their pom-poms. Good support here at the University of Winnipeg Duckworth Center by the parents as well as some of the students and fans and supporters. There we see some students there. Most of the fans are coming back from the concessions. It's quite a lively place here. 45-40, the Westman lead with about 20 seconds before we're getting into the second half of play here. The University of Winnipeg Westman are ranked #1 in men's basketball as well as women's basketball, men's volleyball, and women's volleyball. That's the first ever in CIU sports history. All 4 of the Westman teams are ranked #1. They have been so for 3 weeks, and provided Winnipeg men win here, it'll be for another week, making it a month straight as #1. As we're getting ready for the second half, Will, do you have some of the top scorers?
Yeah, with University of Manitoba, Eric Bridgen led all scorers with 18 points. And what a key point is that Elliot Unger also had, added 8 points. And from there, not too many scorers after that, a couple of twos and stuff like that. But the bulk of it is being carried by Eric. Whereas the Westman, Rhett Turner had 14, Thor Olson had 11, Foreman 8, Fermel 6. So they got more people being able to produce, and what Manitoba needs now is to get other people involved.
They need a bit more of a balanced attack, as you said there. Now we see Fermel as we return to the second half of action. And there's someone they want to get into it a bit more. Norm Fermel with the rebound and the basket. He draws the foul. That'll be the first foul of the half. Charged against number 33, Elliot Unger. That'll be his third. Team foul #1 in the half.
Norm went back to the fundamentals. He kept the ball above his head. He didn't have to take the extra step. He didn't look for anything different. Kept the ball above his head. Fouled on the play. The guy's, I think with the ball in his hand, I think he's like 9.5 feet high.
Misses the free throw there. Westman by 7. Nice turnover there. Picked up by Dirksen. He goes up, blocked on the play by Elliot Unger. A nice block, but the Westman maintain possession. Corpella, downloader Foreman. He drops it. The Bisons come up with it. Eric Bridgen leading all scorers, as you mentioned, Will, with 18. Working against Corpella, who's back in the game. He has 3 fouls.
What you might see is that you might see Eric work David and try and get him with a quick fourth, so he's got to sit down again.
Unger in the key, 3-second violation called. Ball goes over to the Westman. Dirksen to inbound the ball.
I don't think the referees realized that he was in the key, because I think he was in there for a good 5.
Corpella coming back for Winnipeg now. Blows right by Virgo, gets the ball across to Turner.
Turner's not going to shoot that right away. He's been on the bench for quite a long time. He's got to get warmed up again.
There's Corpella on the left-hand side across to Turner. Decides to take it now. 3-pointer, no good. Foreman with a big rebound. Back out to Dirksen. New 30-second shot clock. Corpella with the ball. Dirksen will take the 3. Ball goes up and no good. Rebound on the play by Fermel. He'll take it. It's good.
Excellent rebound by Norm. Kept the ball above his head, put it right back up to the hoop, avoided all contact, just took the 2 points, unlike the first half.
4 straight points for the Westmen as we start the second half. Bridgeland working on Corpella. Right-hand side near the hash mark. Gets it over to Kajiani at the top of the key. Alex still with the ball. Bounce pass to Zach Hirschman. Over to Bridgeland. He goes up quickly with the shot, and it's good. Three-pointer. He's got 21 now.
What's actually interesting to see is that Eric's got quite a height advantage on David, and I'm surprised that they don't take Eric down low, move everyone out and let him go one-on-one against David down low.
Nice play by Jeff Foreman there after getting the pass from Corpella. Just a strong drive to the hole for the basket.
Typical of a Foreman move.
Hirschman with the ball at the top. Virgo now on Turner. Hirschman setting the screen. He gets the ball himself, goes up, decides not to shoot. Bounce pass across to Unger, in and out. Ball's on the floor, Hirschman has it. We've got a foul called, a hold against Foreman. That'll be his second, team foul number 1 of the half.
All fairness to Zach, he got the ball and he was facing the basket, except Jeff was in his way. Turned and faced away from the basket, which is something that you don't want to do because you're taking your way. You're basically saying to your the rest of the team that you're not a threat to score. You keep facing the hoop and go up strong and try and draw a foul.
Buys the same down the ball. Unger has it to Clellan. Cross court to Virgo. 3-point territory, doesn't go up. Gets the ball into Filowich. Back out to Virgo. He'll take it now. There's the shot, and it's good. First basket of the second half of the bye.
Mark Virgo is an excellent spot-up shooter. If he has a chance to get his feet position set, everything, he can stroke those shots all day. He's a streak shooter, and once he gets going, you got to look out for him.
Turner to Corpella. To Dirksen. Works the ball, bounce pass back out to Corpella. Gets it in himself to Foreman. No good. Rebound by Clellan. Eric Bridgeland with the ball. Long pass down court. Intercepted by Foreman. Gets it to Fromell. Nice play to stop the travel. Corpella coming back. As we see there, driving into the key. Dishes off to Dirksen.
Rob's got to be ready to play. He got the ball as if he didn't even expect it. He's got to be able to take the ball. He had the open shot. He's got to be able to take that shot.
We see David Corpella on the nice baseline drive and the finger roll. That'll be his first 2 of the night.
Every now and then Dave takes it to the hole, and it's very unexpected, and usually he'll get an easy one like that.
Virgo down to Unger, driving to Foreman. Fromell with the rebound. Gives it to Corpella. Westman fast break down to Dirksen. Fakes the pass down low, gets across court to Turner. Puts it into Fromell. Fromell goes up. Big 7-footer. Shot's missed. Rebound by Filowich. Almost stolen on the play by Dirksen there. Clellan to Bridgeland. Crossing the center court. There we see Bridgeland working on Corpella. 53-46, 7-point lead by the Westmen. Elliot Unger down low, back out to Bridgeland for 3. Short, air ball, out of bounds. Westmen take over. Substitution coming back into the game now for Manitoba. There's Bill Wedlake on the sidelines, looking at his team as they bring the ball up the court. Brett Turner to David Corpella, bounce pass over to Dirksen. Dirksen moves the ball, sees Norm down low, intercepted on the play. Filowich comes up with the ball.
Manitoba was packed in so tight around Foreman Fromell that you had to have an opening on the outside for an outside shot, and Westman can't force the ball inside like that.
Clellan to Bridgeland. Leans in on Corpella. Pushes off. There's the shot off the window and in. Bridgeland now with 23 points.
Eric needed that. He seemed a little sluggish coming out the second half. He needed a couple of baskets to maybe get him back in the game and get his intensity back up.
Foreman with the ball out to Turner. 3-point. Drives in. Key penetration. Misses the shot. It's short. Ikachiani keeps it in himself. Gets it to Clellan. Over to Bridgeland. 5-point ball game right now, just like it was at the half. 53-48 in favor of the Westmen. Bridgeland works off the screen set by Clellan. Drives in. Gets it over to Ikachiani.
I'm surprised about the pace in the beginning of the second half. No team has tried to come out and take over or try and dominate, get an edge. They basically start like the beginning of the game.
Gianni fakes the shot, goes up on Fromell. Little pump move, doesn't go. Filowich with the rebound, goes up on Fromell, and another block by Norm. Turner on the fast break, drives on Bridgeland, goes up tough. He's hit to the floor, no foul call, but the basket's good. Westman by 7. Bridgeland comes back. He drives, there's a foul called, no shot. We'll see what the call is here.
Well, I'm sure Eric got bumped by Corpello, and that's his 4th foul. We said earlier that Eric will probably take it at David, try and pick up his 4th foul. Here you might see a little contact also. No, clean. Didn't, good call by the referee there. No body contact at all, nothing on the arm.
Back the other way, the Westman foul was charged against David Corpello. That's his 4th. He's got 4 fouls with 14-16 remaining. He's going to probably sit for a while. Into the game to replace him is David Zagordo. He'll guard Eric Bridgeland, who just inbounds the ball. Cleland has it now. Over to Virgo. Take it Gianni. Back to Virgo. Long 3-pointer. No good. Long rebound. Zagordo comes up with it. He'll bring the ball up the court. Over to Turner. Turner bounce pass to Zagordo. They reverse it over to Dirksen. Dirksen. There's Foreman. Doesn't go up with a shot. Gets out to Turner in 3-point territory. He won't shoot. Zagordo will, though. There's the 3. It's good.
Super shot. Manitoba's collapsing around the inside of the key, and they're basically daring Winnipeg to take those shots. And if Winnipeg keeps hitting it, then Manitoba's got to change their game plan.
Winnipeg with a 9-point lead, 57-48. 13:30 remaining in the second half. Cleland on the drive. Ball doesn't go. Nice rebound by Foreman. Gets to Zagordo. Fast breaking. The Westmen come down. Gets it to Turner. Turner working the ball back up top the key over to Dirksen. He'll shoot the 3. Up and off the back of the structure. That's out of bounds. Ball over to the Bisons. Coming back in for Manitoba. It's number 33, Elliot Unger.
Pace has picked up noticeably in the last couple of minutes. Now we're going to see some quality moves by the Westmen, trying to get the ball inside to Foreman. Foreman can feel it in the second half, and he's trying to take over.
Chris Chartier comes in the game replacing Norman Formel, and he'll get a breather. Bridgeland on the drive, gets it over to Unger. Doesn't go. Tough miss on the layup there. Dirksen with the ball to Zagordo. Unger almost stole it. Turner on the left-hand side, looking for someone down low. He drives off the screen. He'll shoot the 3. No good. Unger with the rebound. Gets the ball up to Bridgeland. Bridgeland gets the ball himself up to Virgo. Virgo guarded by Turner. Over to Cicciani. Cicciani with a shot for the free throw line. It's good. Nice shot by Alex.
Excellent dribble penetration. Manitoba all their guards are able to go to the left or the right and shoot off the dribble, which is very important. It's hard to defend.
Zagordo with the ball on the left-hand side. Reverses it back to Dirksen. Dirksen drives, gets it to Turner, 3-point territory, moves the ball over to Zagordo. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Zagordo.
They need some penetration here. They need some penetration.
Turner with a big 3, doesn't go. Bridgeland coming back for Manitoba. Dribbles into some traffic. He goes through the key, goes up. No good. Foul called on Rhett Turner.
Just a wonderful drive by Eric. And the key thing is, he was going in for a layup on the left side, and rather using his right hand like most people do, he switched it to his left, and by switching to the left, he doesn't get the shot blocked. He's got his whole body. You'll see it right here on the replay. He'll go up with his left hand instead of his right. Because of that, Chartier isn't able to block the shot. If he would have went up with his right, it probably would have got erased.
And there we see Eric Bridgeland wiping himself off. He's going to go to the free throw line to shoot 2. 57-50, the Westmen lead. A rare miss by Bridgeland there. Westmen maintain their 7-point lead. 12:04 remaining in the second half. That was the 3rd foul on Rhett Turner. He comes out of the ball game. Replacing him is Thor Olesen. Bridgeland hits the second. 6-point lead for the Westmen. Zagordo to Dirksen. Got some full court pressure here by Manitoba. Dirksen gets it across to Chartier. To Dirksen, over to Zagordo. Back to Dirksen, looking down low, can't find anyone. Swings the ball over the other side. Olsen to Dirksen. Dirksen to Olsen in 3-point territory, makes the fake. Gets the ball over to Zagordo, 3-point territory. There's the shot, it's good. Nice play by David Zagordo.
It's an excellent play. It's actually a key play by Zagordo because Winnipeg is not getting any penetration to the Manitoba zone. They're staying on the perimeter, not much offensive movement. And with that, they're going to have to make their shots or they could be in trouble.
Alexi Cicciani with the shot, 2-pointer only.
Manitoba looks very comfortable on offense right now. This could be a part of the game where Manitoba might be able to make a run and to cut into that 7-point lead.
60-53, as you mentioned, Will. 7-point lead for the Westmen. Ball into Fromel. He goes up. Tough shot. Doesn't go. Rebound goes off to Elliot Unger. And that's a tough break for the rookie.
Except it doesn't show up on the old score sheet. It looks like Formel got his extra 2 points, and it was just a tough break.
Bridgeland over to York Park, who's now in the game. Ikagiani on the left-hand side. 3-point territory, Dirksen guarding him. Gets the ball to Park. Works the right side to Bridgeland. Guarded by Zagordo, but Bridgeland puts it up anyways and nails the 3. 26 points for Bridgeland tonight.
If your hands are down covering Eric Bridgeland and he can see the hoop, he'll shoot it right away. He's got such a quick release. He uses all of his legs, and it's just a nice little flick of the wrist.
It's a 3-point battle here now as Thor Olesen gets into the act, hitting one himself. 9-point lead for the Westmen, 65-56.
I think that's the 3rd time Thor has answered a 3-pointer by Bridgeland with one of his own.
Ikagiani wants to get into it too. He misses though. Chartier comes up with a rebound. Bounces it over to Zagordo. He crosses the center court line for the Westmen. Gets the ball over to Olsen. Bounce pass down to Chartier. Over to Zagordo. Dirksen fakes the shot, goes up on the drive, and gets the roll, and it goes in.
Oh, excellent move by Rob Dirksen. Not known as an outside threat today. What he's doing is, rather than he's spotting up, then he's taking it to the hole and forcing people to cover him.
Biggest lead of the night by the Westmen, 11 points. Foul called on the play. Looks like it's going to be against Thor Olesen. Bridgeland will probably go to the line once again.
Westman foul charge number 11.
Yes, it is Thor Olesen. That's his first. Team foul number 4 of the half. Prentice Lenz comes in the game replacing Rob Dirksen.
And number 21, Jeff Foreman.
Jeff Foreman also returns to the game. He'll come in for Chris Chartier. Eric Bridgeland unofficially with 27 points for the Bisons, keeping them in it. He's going to try and add to that right now. 9:37 remaining.
And the whole thing is that the Manitoba isn't playing that bad, and all of a sudden they find themselves 11, now 10 points down. It's just like slowly getting away from them because Manitoba's relying too much on Eric right now. They got to try and get some scoring from other people.
29 points for Bridgeland. So we have a substitution coming into the game.
67-58. Manitoba calls timeout.
Bisons call a timeout here. They trail by 9, 67-58 with 9:37 remaining. And if we get a chance here, we'll listen in to Bill Wedlake on this timeout.
Let's go back left on that. Let's go back 1 now. Let's go back 1, okay? Work hard to keep the ball for Burgo and Ikagiani. All right, we're back into 1 now. Hustling, hustling, hustling. At this end, let's move the ball and attack from the backside. Bring it here and reverse to the other side, and we'll attack from here. We can move the ball and get a good one every time. All right, and if we have to shoot the 3, it'll happen at the end of the possession. No problem. We're doing a great job offensively. We need some real good defensive possessions now. All right, let's do a job. It's 1, 21. All right, let's go. All right, 3, 2, 1. 21.
Coach Wedlake made a good point there. He basically said this: we can get a 3, and pretty well anyone can get a 3 anytime they want it. What they want to do is they want to be able to work the Bison defense a bit, work it down, maybe try and get the ball inside low for a quick one with Norm or Jeff. But if not, then dump it out in the latter half of the 30-second clock for the 3-pointer.
So we return to action here. David Zagordo bringing the ball up for the Westmen. Gets the ball down low to Olesen. He'll go up with a shot. No good. Rebound on the play by Foreman. There's been a foul called, and it's against Foreman on a push-off. Ball will go to the Bisons.
I think that's the case where York was too light for Jeff, and when he applied a little arm pressure, York went flying across the key. Ref had to call it.
That's Foreman's 3rd, team foul number 5 of the half.
Actually, there was nothing on that replay that showed that.
We've got another foul call here. This time, looks like it may be against the Bisons.
A little over the back, loose ball foul on that one.
Yeah, against Warren Nightingale. That'll be his first. Team foul number 2 of the half. Zagordo to Olesen. So we see Bill Wedlake. Olesen driving down the right-hand side over to David Zagordo. To Olesen in the corner. Back to Zagordo. Trying to work the ball as we heard in the timeout. There's Prentice Lenz to Zagordo. Over to Olesen. 3-point attempt. No good. Rebound on the play by Cleland. 9-point lead by the Westmen. 8:50 remaining. Eric Bridgeland coming down. Works out the screen set by Cleland. Cleland from the 3. No good. Rebound by Foreman. Contact. No call. Foreman wants the call. He's not getting it. Zagordo bringing the ball back for Winnipeg. Gets a handle on it. Over to Lenz. Back to Zagordo. Over to Lenz on the left-hand side. Back to Zagordo. Back to Lenz. Fakes the three. Goes on the drive. Goes up, and it's good. Count the basket. We've got a foul. And it looks like it might be against Eric Bridgeland, who's going after the ref here. He doesn't think that that basket should count.
Well, it was just an excellent drive. Exactly what the Westmen needed. They were a little lethargic on offense at the moment, and they're just sitting there passing around the perimeter. And just out of nowhere, they decided to break the zone penetration right there. Able to force contact, go up, get the three-point, try and complete the three-point play. The thing is, though, is that Manitoba isn't forcing the issue on defense. They're sitting back there, letting the Westmen take time off the clock, and with a 12-point lead, they can't sit back that long and just let the Westmen play.
Lenz completes the three-point play, and the boos you heard were for Eric Bridgeland, who was still working the ref while Lenz was trying to shoot the free throw. Bridgeland come back on his own here, attempting a three. It's no good. Zagordo with the rebound. Westmen by 12, 70-58 with 8 minutes remaining in the second half. Formel with a nice pick set there. Zagordo, he's fouled in the play, and that looks like it'll be against Eric Bridgeland. That'll be his second, team foul number 4 of the half.
And again, Westman being able to take it to the basket, given actually Manitoba a little bit of the guards, what the Manitoba guards have been doing to Winnipeg, where they've been penetrating. That's what Winnipeg's doing right now. They're penetrating past the guards, and you're getting some reach-in fouls right now.
Here we see a replay as Zagordo brings the ball up the court. We're going to see where the foul is called. Zagordo drives, and there's Bridgeland with the reach, knocking Zagordo over, as you see.
You look like Eddie Belfour going for a puck there.
Olesen with the ball. Over to Zagordo, to Lenz in the left-hand corner. Back out top to Zagordo. Lob pass to Olesen on the right-hand side. Goes back up top. Cross left over to Lenz. Lenz drives, doesn't go up with it. He gets it back out to Zagordo. Three-point attempt. In and out, no good. Rebound by Foreman. Olesen all the time in the world, and it's good. Nice shot by Thor.
Oh, super play. They got the ball in nice and deep, collapse the zone, kick it back out all day in the world to set up for the outside shot and make them all day.
Bridgeland's going to do it on his own. He dishes it off. There's the reverse by Filowich. Nice hoop.
Just explosive with the ball. Eric just saw an opportunity and just went to that opening, drew people toward him, dished it off. Excellent play by Eric.
There's the lob by Olesen to Formel. Doesn't make it. Hits the rim. Rebound by Filowich.
Thor's been making so many hoops. The pass, the ball thought he was supposed to go in.
Bridgeland coming back. Pushes off. No call. Dishes over to, it looks like Virgo. The shot no good. Foreman with the rebound to Zagordo. 6:54 remaining. 13-point lead by the Westmen. Their biggest of the night. Zagordo. Checked closely by Virgo. Lenz in the corner to Olsen. He'll shoot the three. And as you mentioned, there it is. Ball wants to go in.
Doesn't matter if it's a pass or a shot. The ball's finding the hole somehow.
Timeout called by Manitoba. The biggest lead of the night for the Westmen. 76-60 with 6:33 remaining.
Excellent timeout by U of M. What happened is it's almost like Winnipeg is lulling Manitoba to sleep. 2 points here, a little bit of a stop defense, traded hoops a couple times, all of a sudden a three-pointer, stop them at the other end. All of a sudden now it's a 16-point lead. Manitoba's got to be in the timeout thinking of what they can do to get back and apply some pressure and get some turnovers and get back in the game.
Yeah, let's listen in on the Wed Lake.
We got to play. We're not sitting on anything here. We're playing, right? Everybody's hustling. Everybody's working hard. If you need a moment, we'll get you a moment. But it's got to be done with defense now, right? We've got to be done with defense. Hustling on defense. Bring it down here. Move the ball. We'll get a good shot every time. We'll get a great shot every time. We'll knock it down, all right? Make sure we have good defensive balance. No easy hoops. No easy hoops, right? Man, working hard. It'll be high. Slide under that. That big high one that's out here, slide under that one because he can't shoot it from there. No, he's going to slide underneath it. Just tell him it's there. He's going to slide deeper on it.
Coach Wedlake, basically what he's saying is that let's concentrate on defense. Defense is going to win us game, and that's what they've been proving all year, being number one. And then on offense, work the ball, lull them to sleep, make time go off the clock, and then knock it down. I mean, it's just automatic like that.
Bises with the ball. York Park inbounds it to Eric Bridgeland. 6:30 remaining. 16-point lead by the Westmen. Zagordo guarding Bridgeland. Park with the ball. He drives on Dirksen. There's the shot. It's up, and it's good. Nice, tough shot by Park, and with the hand up in his face there.
Oh, excellent shot off the dribble, and it's something that the Bisons need to get from other players, and that's what York was able to do there.
Segordo over to Olesen. In the corner to Dirksen. Gives the ball back to Olesen. Reverses over to Segordo. Looking down low for Foreman. Instead finds Dirksen. Cross court to Olesen. There's the three again. No good. Rebound on the play by the Westmen. No call here made.
Oh, three guys looking at each other. Yeah, let's jump it up, they say. Nobody knew the answer to the question, so you got to jump it up.
Referees couldn't make a decision there, so they called a jump ball, and on the alternating possession clock, it goes to the Bisons.
But again, the Westman shot the ball with 5 seconds left on the clock, taking a lot of time off the clock.
That may be the first time you see the opposite coaches here, Suffield and Wedlake, agree. They couldn't believe that call. Rebound on the play by Fromell. Gets the ball up to Dirksen. Back to Segordo. 5.5 minutes remaining. Olesen. Over to Foreman. Back to Olesen. Out to Segordo. To Dirksen. Down to Foreman. Down low. Back out top to Segordo. Fakes the pass. Goes now over to Olesen in the corner. Drives. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Shot goes up. No good. Rebound by Park. Bison's coming back down the court. York Park driving on Dirksen. Gets it over to Bridgeland. You know he's going to look to shoot. There's the drive and the shot and the foul. David Segordo commits the personal, his first.
Just the slightest bit of opening and he'll exploit it. If you play right on him, then you know he can't shoot, so he can either go to his left, go to his right. As soon as he sees a little weakness in the defense, he's there, he takes advantage of it. And this is important also, that the Bisons can keep scoring while the clock is stopped, so then all the time is just used up when they're playing defense. It's very important.
Eric Bridgeland unofficially with 29 points. That makes it 30. 5:02 remaining in the second half of play. 76-63, the Westman lead. Bridgeland looking to cut the lead to 12. And he doesn't do it. Ball comes out. Fromell with a rebound over to Dirksen. To David Corpella, who comes back in the game. Remember, he's playing with 4 fouls. Foul on the play there, charged against Mark Virgo.
David in that situation should look. He's not even over half court, and he's got 3 guys on him. If he's got his head up and he's looking around, he knows that there's a situation where it's going to be 4-on-2, and try and exploit it next time.
Alley-oop pass by Corpella to Fromell there, blocked on the play. Rebound. Bridgeland comes up with it. Coming back, the Westman lead by 13, 4:38 remaining. Bridgeland goes up with a long 3, no good. Rebound by Filowich. He goes up, block on the play by Fromell. That's his 5th of the game. York Park in the corner, out to Virgo. Drives, puts the ball up short, no good. Rebound by Fromell. Back to Dirksen.
Manitoba's gone away from their offense. They're looking at the quick hoop, quick shot. They got to take a little bit of time to get a better shot than what they're getting right now.
Fromell fakes the jumper, gets it over to Olesen, 3-point territory. No good, big long rebound. Virgo comes up with it. Keeps his dribble. Bridgeland from 3, no good. Fromell with a rebound once again. Here comes Corpella for the Westmen. Starting the fast break, driving, weaving in and out. He'll penetrate, dishes off to Foreman. He's hammered on the play. And we got a bit of a scrap here. Foreman all over top of Unger after falling down there.
Get the other wrestlers in there. Well, what you basically just had there was Jeff initiated contact and a little bit of misunderstanding. He probably thought that
here's the replay of it. Let's see what happens here.
He took a little bit more of him than it actually was. There's that NBA 3 by Eric.
Yep. The play's going to come up here in just a moment as you see Corpella weaving down the court. Here he cut through the key. Dishes off, and there's the foul. And as he falls down, he's pushed down on top, and we got Corpella on top of Unger as well, pushing bodies and all over the place.
Just a little misunderstanding. Got bumped by Dirksen on top of him.
That's Unger's 4th foul, team foul number 6 of the half. The Westmen by 13, with Foreman at the line.
And you can see that Jeff, even though there was a little bit of a ruckus there, Goes to the foul line, and all of a sudden it's just like practice. Same routine all the time. He's very successful shooting the free throws. Same routine all the time.
Unofficially, Foreman 10 for 10 from the free throw line. You can't get any better than that. Westman by 15 with 3:49 remaining in the second half. Bridgeland with the ball for the Bisons, working on Corpella. Gets it back out to Unger. He'll take the shot from the junction. No good. Big rebound up in the air. Dirksen comes up with it. He'll hold on to it. Gives it to Corpella.
Veteran move there by Rob. Rather than forcing the play and doing something that a key turnover, slowed it down. Easy basket other end.
Nice play by Corpella to see Vermel, who scores the hoop. 17-point lead for the Westmen. 3:20 remaining. Bridgeland down low to Unger. He makes the half spin move, goes up, block number 6 of the game for Vermel. Corpella goes to Foreman. He'll drive, travel call against Westman.
A little bit of a quick call there, but a good call anyway.
Foreman, as you see, look at determination on his face. He's had a tough game, working hard under the boards.
Just to add to that stat of Foreman's 6 block shots, with the Westmen up by 17, 6 shots, 6 blocks, that's 12 points. It could be only a 5-point game right now.
80-63, the Westmen lead, 3:11 remaining. As we see the fans going crazy up in the crowd here. If we get a chance, we'll listen in on the Winnipeg timeout.
Meet the ball, right? They're going to come for the hacks and send us to the line. So everybody's got to meet it. If we're in trouble, we have all 5 timeouts remaining. We have all 5 remaining, all right? Good stance, control the ball, expect the contact. All right, it's 21 on the out of bounds, all right? 5 passes on offense. Let's go. 3, 2, 1.
Some good points made there by Coach Wedley.
Right from the beginning, when you learn in junior high and elementary basketball, stance, pivot, catch, meet the ball, get fouled, go to the line, take your 2 free shots. Manitoba's going to have to come out now aggressive. They're going to be trying to get the steals, and if you just keep with your fundamentals, 2 hands on the ball, nothing fancy, you should be going to the line.
And as he also mentioned there, 5 passes on the offense, making sure they run down some clock here with 3:11 remaining, up by 17. Eric Bridgeland coming up the court for Manitoba. Ball goes back up top to Filowich. York Park driving on Dirksen. He'll go up with a shot. It's good. 2-pointer.
Number 32, York Park.
Corpella coming back for the Westmen. Gets the ball up to Rhett Turner, who's back in the game. Cross court to Dirksen. Foreman with a shot. No good. Rebound on the play. It's kept inbounds by Corpella, but the Bisons come up with it. Bridgeland to Filowich. Almost stolen. Ikagiani over to Virgo. Virgo with a fake. He'll go up. He'll miss the 2-pointer. Rebound on the play by Foreman, knocking his own player Corpella down to the floor.
David had it, but then Jeff got it.
So we see Turner coming back for the Westmen. Almost stolen there by Park.
I think that Jeff David's about the same weight as a ball.
Turner with the ball. Driving down to the right corner, looking for the pass to Foreman underneath. He gets it over to Vermel and makes the easy basket.
Excellent passing play by the 2 big guys, looking for each other underneath.
2 minutes remaining. The Westmen by 17, 82-65. Bridgeland looking for the 3, has to pass. Goes back to him. There's the long distance 3-pointer. It's good.
3-point basket for number 4.
Unofficially, Bridgeland with 33, leading the scoring for Manitoba.
They got to get up on the ball. They can't let Winnipeg. It's only 1:40 left in the clock. They got to force the play. They got to start taking some fouls.
Turner driving on Park. He'll take it himself. Gets it across to Vermel, but the foul's been called. Maybe against Filowich. We'll see. Turner will go to the line.
Foul charge number 12, Mark Virgo.
Correction, foul charge against number 12, Mark Virgo. As we see coming back into the game for Manitoba, John Hannick.
It's good to see Winnipeg. There's 1:35 left in the game, but they're playing as if there's 20 minutes left in the game. They're not waiting for the clock to run out. They're still playing offense. They're still playing hard on defense. So it doesn't really matter if there's only 1:35. They're going to play because they're out there and they're not really aware of how much time's left in the clock. They just want to go out there and do their job, and that's what they're doing.
There we see Rhett Turner hit his first and makes the second. 16-point lead for the Westmen, 84-68. Bridgeland coming back.
Oh, a little bit of a walk, maybe.
Gianni with the ball. Out to Hannick. Bounces it to Virgo. Virgo takes the baseline. He misses the layup, but there's been a foul called. Looks like it's against Jeff Foreman. That'll probably put Virgo to the line in the bonus situation.
Foul charge number 21, Jeff Foreman.
Here's a replay as we see Virgo going baseline, and there's the foul.
Still taken to the hoop, being able to score without the clock running. It might be just a little too late there.
Virgo misses the first.
Mark Virgo at the line.
1:14 remaining, the Westman lead 84-68. Virgo hits the second, cutting the lead to 15. You see the ball inbounded to Dirksen. Bisons are going to have to look to foul here. Westmen are just hoping to run out the clock. Almost turned over. Out of bounds, Westman maintain possession. 1:06 remaining, the score 84-69 in the Westmen's favor. Pass by Corpella down to Foreman. Back to Turner.
Here, see the Westmen spread out the ball here. They're not really looking to, well, here we go. They're not looking to score. Yeah, they are.
Oh, big foul on the play by Filowich on Norm Fermel. He got hammered underneath that.
Yeah, but a classy act by Keon. He knew that he took him down hard, but there's no hard feelings. I mean, he didn't want to give Norm the easy bucket, and he helped him up, said, hey, no hard feelings.
And there we see big hit on the play by Filowich, but as you mentioned, helping him up afterwards. And it looks like Fermel's going to come out of the game, and coming back in for him is Chris Chartier. As we see Fermel, looks like he might have a bit of a bloody nose there. Chartier will have to go to the line for him to shoot the free throws. 55 seconds remaining, the Westmen lead by 15.
Also a smart play by Keon in that he took him down heavily, which in this latter point of the game could have been construed as a intentional foul, which would have been 2 shots and possession. But he smoothed it over and helped him up, so it's just a normal shooting situation.
Chartier on the line for Fermel, misses the first.
I think characteristic of this game is that Winnipeg came out with their game plan, looked to get the ball inside, didn't really do anything special, nothing outstanding, and just wore the Bisons down inside. The big guys got their points, and they got a really good start from Rhett Turner, and was able to carry it from there.
Hannick with the 3-point attempt, no good. Rebound by Foreman. Foul on the play by Gianni. That'll put Foreman to the line. He's 10 for 10 tonight from the free throw line.
Courtesy strike.
Courtesy strike, yes.
Bison foul charge number 10, Alex Gianni.
The Westmen lead by 16, 85-69 with 43 seconds remaining. Foreman looking to extend that lead. In the bonus situation, shooting the 1-and-1.
Pace has slowed down considerably. Basically what happened is the Bisons have gone out of their offense. They're trying to score so quickly that it's broken up the pace of the game, and it's slowed down considerably.
Foreman misses his first one of the game. Rebound on the play by Bridgeland, coming back down the court. They're going to need points in a hurry. Gets it over to Virgo against Turner, leaning in. They're going to call it on Turner. Nice play by Virgo there to force the foul. As we see Bill Wedlake looking on. Mark Virgo going to the line.
Every now and then, I'm sure Red's thinking this, that the only number the referees have is his, and so every time there's a play, he's going to be getting a foul.
Virgo hits the first. Westman still lead by 15 with 34 seconds remaining. And Virgo hits his second. He's 2 for 2 from the line there. Westman inbound the ball. Corpella gets it to Foreman, up to Turner. Turner's fouled in return by Gianni. It looks like he'll go to the line.
What Manitoba's doing is they're trying to eliminate the clock so that they're scoring at one end without the clock moving, and then as soon as they can have an opportunity, they foul so the clock stops, and counting on Winnipeg not being able to make their free throws. The only problem is that they should have done it 2 minutes ago. Like with 34 seconds and 14 points down, you're not going to get 14 points, but if you do it earlier and take that gamble, you might have a better result.
Turner misses the first. Westman lead by 14. 30 seconds remaining. Makes the second though. 86-71. Long pass down the court to Hannick. Bobbles it out of bounds.
Characteristic of Manitoba right now, Eric makes just a fantastic pass down the court, and ball's bobbled, turnover, Winnipeg going the other way.
Dirksen with the ball. Gives it up to Turner. Turner goes long to Richard Hunt, who's now in the game. He wisely puts it back out to Dirksen. There's Corpella to Hunt with the jam. 7 seconds remaining, a nice way to cap it. Bridgen will come down. It'll be in vain, though, if he makes it. He doesn't, and that's the game. 88-71, the Westmen win by 17. They maintain their #1 ranking in the country. And as well, give the Westmen a 4-0 win in the Duckworth Challenge Shield Series.
Here it is right here. This is what you call a little icing on the cake right here.
Nice jam by Richard Hunt. The only 2 points of the game, and it's a jam.
And the only 2 that probably be remembered for the next 2 weeks.
For the whole night, yeah. 88-71 the final. We'll return in just a moment with post-game interviews here with live basketball coverage on VPW 11 Sports. VPW 11 Sports live coverage of GPAC basketball action. Sean Coates here at courtside, and joining me is the winning coach from tonight's game, Mr. Bill Wedlake. Bill, tell me about the game tonight and how your team played.
Well, I was really happy with the effort we got from our perimeter players. Really, Manitoba, with their tough zone, they pack it in and make it difficult for Norm Formel and Jeff Foreman to do their thing in the paint. And really, they're defying you to make that perimeter shot. And we had a couple of guys today, Rhett Turner early and Thor Olsen off the bench. A bundle of three-pointers. Thor hitting 6, which ties our school record. And he had 20 points overall, and I think that's about his best performance, definitely his best performance in a Westman uniform this year.
Now, what about defensively? The main key is to stop Eric Bridgen. What did you do to do that this evening?
Well, we didn't do a great job of that. He ended up with 18 at the end of the first half, and he probably well into the high 20s by the time it was over. In reality, a player of that ability is going to score his points, and I think we want to just control him, and we want to do a job on the other people so they don't develop that kind of balance that's necessary. We have, I think, are leading the conference in defense right now, keeping our opponents around 68 points a game, and we got another good defensive performance today. And really, with the offense that now it looks a lot more balanced for us, teams are going to need a lot more than 68 to beat us.
Okay, now what does this mean, winning the Duckworth Challenge for the first time for the school and your team?
Certainly better than last year, because we were 0 for 4 last year, and this time we sweep it. But in reality, we don't really talk about that in our preparation. We're playing in GPAC league games, and we're playing the University of Manitoba Bisons. That's enough to get everybody ready, and these are very, very important games. So the Duckworth Challenge is very nice. It brings great fans out here, a lot of attraction, a lot of extra attraction to our games. The reality, though, is that we want to beat the Bisons, they want to beat us, and there's some big points out there in the GPAC standings available to both.
And finally, what does this win mean for you and the team as you head towards the GPAC playoffs and nationals?
Well, it gives us now a little bit of a buffer. We were tied with Manitoba for first place coming into this weekend's action. We're now a couple of games ahead of them. We've got 2 tough games in Regina, and then we have to play in Quebec for non-conference games, and then we finish back again here with home and away with Manitoba again. It's far from over. We've got a good bit of momentum. Always concerned about going into Regina this weekend, a tough place to play, a different kind of ball, a very physical brand of ball. That's our next hurdle. We got to deal with this weekend coming up.
Great. Well, good luck with that, and good luck with the rest of the season. The winning coach, Bill Wedlake, congratulations. Once again, thank you very much from VPW 11 Sports for watching tonight. I'd like to thank you for joining Will Parker and myself, and join us once again as we bring to you exciting GPAC basketball action as well as volleyball action. So on behalf of Will Parker and myself, Sean Coates, I'd like to thank you for